Well, hello and welcome to this core class. Just settle yourself in. So we're doing core strength, no props needed. Nice, short class. So just take some big breaths in, tightening the neck and then loosening it off, shaking it out. Good. Breathing into the belly, the heart space. Maybe thinking of your intention for this class. And then drawing up the pelvic floor, tightening it up with the next breath and releasing it out. Good. Move anything that needs to move, shoulders back and down. Stretch the neck, wibble the head. So now, lying down on your back and placing the soles of your feet together and coming into a bound angel. Maybe moving the heels away from your bottom if that feels more comfortable. And just resting into this position. If you need a little bit of external support, you can straighten your arms down the sides of your body and hold the outer sides of your thighs with your hands. And just resting here. Big breaths. Allowing the hip space to open with every breath. Allowing whatever is presented in the hip space to be present. Join the knees together. And then we're going to go into a small bridge. Just raising the hips off the floor, off the mat. Maybe taking the right leg up and starting to walk. Gentle walk. Make sure that both the shoulders are down, the arms are supporting you. Just marching on the spot in a raised bridge. Good, and then lower yourself down. Draw your knees in, have a nice rest. Waggle the toes and the ankles. Release the ankles off and roll yourself up onto your side. Knees bent 90 degrees. Straightening the body, leaning on the elbow. Good. And you could organize yourself just a little, raising up onto the underside of the knee and starting to raise and lower the legs. And you're really putting the energy in the side body, keeping the side body up and raised. Legs shifting forward and back now. Good. And then lowering yourself down. Coming up again, we're going to tap forward and back. And then lower it down. Shifting sides. And going down into a low level crocodile position. And then just raise the feet at the knees and start to pulse them together. Good, pulsing them together. Quite fast, breathing in, breathing out, dropping down. Good. And we're going to come onto our other side, resting on the side body, on the elbow. Dropping down that knee and using your elbow and arm. Raise the body up, using the side body as strength, and then starting to tap up and down. Good, up and down, up and down. Tap on the floor. Good, raising the side body, putting the energy there, now tapping forward and back with that foot. Breathing in, breathing out. Energize your movement, up and down, forward and back. Lowering down, rolling onto your front again. Relaxing the head and the top half of the body, then raising the feet up from the knee and tapping them together. Up into a tabletop. And then move up into a downward facing dog. Drop the hips side to side in your downward facing dog. See if you can just open up the areas in the lower back. Three-legged dog into a low lunge. Good, straight up. Goddess arms, center in, lowering your hips down, bending into that front knee. And then we're going to twist. Oh, wrong way, Julie. That's it. Twist into the bent knee. See if you can keep your hands in the center of your chest. Straighten that front leg. Dropping the torso down and over that leg. Back into downward facing dog. Have a paddle, three-legged dog, and then pull the leg through, straight up into warrior with goddess arms. Place your hands in the center of your chest into prayer pose, and then we're going to twist the top half of the torso, knee and elbow meeting. See if you can keep your hands in the center of your chest. Breathing through and out. Placing the hands either side of that front leg and then straightening the leg. Stretching through the hamstring. Taking some nice breaths. And seeing if you can release, stretch through that front leg. Back into a downward facing dog. Stretch through down into tabletop. And then come into a seated wide leg position. Good. Pull your pants up as always. Separate the legs out. Make sure the toes are pointing up. Good. Big deep breaths here and reaching all the way over the leg. You can put the hand down on the inside of the leg or on top of the leg. Just reaching over, opening the upper body. And we're going to switch into left hand going to right leg. See if you can keep space in the belly. These are Pilates twists. Good. Reaching forward, hovering over that foot. See if you can keep the toes pointing up, keeping the space. And then a nice lean forward. Opening up in the inner thighs, creating space. Wiggle the toes if that feels nice. Walking the hands back. Crossing the legs. Take a deep breath in and then have a twist over and round, gazing behind or over away from you. Big breath in and then switch the twist. Roll the shoulders and just hug your knees to your chest and drop your forehead, your chin down. Good. And then put your hands behind you, open the chest, open the heart up to the sky. Big breaths here. Legs out in front of you. Change the cross if you've crossed your legs. And then it's just time to rest and breathe. And you can lie down in Shavasana or stay with me in a seated pose. Starting to guide the breath inside the body. Relaxing into the body. Following the breath inside, from the nose and the mouth. Namaste.